Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the village of Butterstone in Perthshire in Scotland for this, our 9th live broadcast with that wee concert. And I'd like to welcome you all, and those of you who are new to it. We're actually in the old village school. Butterstone's a wee village of about 10 houses, and I've lived here most of my life, and this was the wee village school where all the rural kids went. It's like a one-roomed village school. And I went to school here, and my father went to school here, and then it lay empty for years, and then I was very lucky to be able to buy it, and it's part of my studio. So I made all my records here over the last 35 years, and so it's great to be able to do these wee live concerts from the old school here. I thought I would start with this wee song, and now it's getting strange for me now because that's 8 shows before. That's about 35 songs I've done, and I'm trying not to repeat myself. So I'm now getting into songs that I haven't done for a number of years, and so we'll just have to see how I get on. And but if it goes pear-shaped, you'll be able to kind of bear with me. This song actually came from. I was reading somewhere about a village. I think it was in South America, where. As the older you got, the more you moved up. The village was on this sort of hill and then a cliff. And the older you got, the higher up the hill you got towards the cliff. And then when you eventually passed away, you were put into one of the burial caves in the cliff, so that you were always in the village, even when you had been deceased. And I thought that was brilliant. And but I got to thinking about all the kind of terrible things that were done to lots of native people, like the Australian Aborigines and the Native American Indians, and their sacred special places. Motorways were driven through them, and housing estates built on top of them without any kind of real care. So I wrote this song a number of years ago, and it's called "It Belongs to Us," and I'll try it now. It stands within a time of dreams, graven stone in which it seems 10,000 naked hands drawn an endless line, where man and death were more than one, with fire, water, moon and sun. We touch it and we're centered in this place and time. You try and tear it all away, overturning heads don't hear what heavy hearts must say. It belongs to us, it belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. These canyons where our ancients sleep rise above our heads and keep connection with the winds on which our seeds have blown. And it's there we lay and rest our dead. It's there the last goodbyes are said. We see it and we know that we will all be one. You try and tear it all away, overturning heads don't hear what heavy hearts must say. It belongs to us, it belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred may think it's worthless, you may think it's small, and for that we have no need. But reality is greater than the lies you have grown from your spiritless greed. Oh, there is a deep and distant force, knows the way and holds the course. We've traveled so uncertainly through year to year, and it strengthens as we pass it on. Our children growing grace feels strong. We feel it and we're certain that our way is clear, and it belongs to us. It belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it belongs to us. It belongs to us. It's our sacred rock you hold, and it's our destiny that you have thrown away. It's our sacred rock you hold. Thank you very much, and that was my song, Belongs to Us, which I haven't sung for a long time. It's got a lot of words in it, but it's all right, though, because I've got my talent compensator here. I have the words written on the back of the guitar, but I didn't need to use them, so that was good. That was good. I'm going to continue with this wee song, and before I do that, I'm going to change guitars here, and before I do that, like I was saying, this is the old school. And I've been showing kind of artifacts from the school, and this is a wee artifact, particularly for Scottish people my age who will recognise this. And it's, I don't know if you can see this, I don't know what shot we're on, but it's the belt or the tawse, and this was the punishment you got if you misbehaved. In when I was at school, you got this whacked over your hand. And it's kind of interesting because they're made of leather. And there was one company, I think, that made them in Lochgelly in Fife, and they're all made in the one factory. And but people my age will have fond memories of this, because I don't think anybody didn't. I don't know anybody who never got the belt at school. Anyway. This wee song, it's a wee sad song, but I do some work for a wonderful organisation called Nord of Robins, who finance music therapists for different hospitals and hospices and things and that. And I was very privileged to be asked to go down to the hospice called Rachel House, down at Kinross, some years ago actually. And I was very privileged to be allowed to sit in on one of the music therapy sessions, which is because I've always believed that music was magic, you know, and I think it really is magic. And my wee daughter, when she was asked by the teacher, she was asked, "So Julia," she says, "What does your daddy do?" And she says, "My daddy's a magician." And I always thought that was lovely. And I think there is some magic in music. And anyway, I was taken into this music therapy session, and they brought this wee girl in who was obviously very, very sick, and she had tubes and was in a chair and everything, you know, and she was kind of blank face. And the lady who was doing the session started playing the piano and started singing the wee girl's name. And all of a sudden, the wee girl's face completely changed, and she was reaching out, you know, almost like trying to catch the music that was in the room. And it was a most amazing experience. So I wrote this wee song after that, and we'll try and see how we got on. It's called The Gift. She plays a little tune, it sings around the room, it dances through the air, and sparkles everywhere. A simple melody, gentle harmony, a door will open wide, and you will run outside, oh, and you will fly away for a moment, freed from one more endless day. Oh, you hold out your hand to show you understand, to try and catch the light that's burning oh so bright, the blinking of an eye, so many reasons why it's a gift from those who care. It can take you anywhere, oh, and you will fly away for a moment, freed from one more endless day. Oh, and time releases all the great and mighty fall, and fortune fills the air with magical surprise. A simple melody, a gentle harmony, a door will open wide, and we will run outside, oh, and we will fly for a moment, freed from one more endless day. Oh, and we will fly away for a moment, freed from one more endless day. Thank you very much, and that was my wee tune called The Gift. And I'm assuming that you're clapping at home in front of your computers and your phones, and it's been brilliant, actually. Apart from the fact it's given me something to do every 2 days, it's brilliant the number of people who have written in and made lovely comments, and people are watching from all kinds of weird and wonderful places, and nearly every nook and cranny in Scotland. The people from Thurso to Dumfries, I think, are watching, which is brilliant. So I'm going to do this wee song. Now I'm just going to have to reach over here and get my wee tenor guitar. This is my beautiful wee tenor guitar, made by a lovely guitar maker tarn guitars in Fife, and I spent a lot of time up on the island of Lewis, and this is the wee song in the show where I get you to sing, and I spent a lot of time up on the island of Lewis, and I bought a boat. Now I grew up not knowing hardly anything about water. The only water I had any experience of was the lochs along the funny little lochs that are in the middle where I live. And I bought a boat and I went up to the I had no idea that the Atlantic off the west coast of Scotland is such a terrifying place, you know. And my friends took me out, and I had no idea these huge swells, maybe the height of the school here, and these big holes in the ocean. And anyway, a friend of mine called Callum Angus, who took him, and both two friends, Callum Angus and Murray MacLeod, they took me under their wing because they'd grown up with the sea, and their fathers had grown up with the sea, and they took me out and showed me all how to negotiate the incredibly wild ocean up there. So I wrote this song for Callum Angus, and because it was strange when he would take me out, you know, it seemed to me that the worse the storm got, or the wilder the weather was, or the stronger the winds got, the bigger the smile became on Callum Angus's face, until you couldn't tell whether it was the sea or Callum Angus the sea. So it's called Wild Atlantic Sun. And what you sing is you sing, on the shoulders of the ocean, on the bare back of the sea, held in her eternal motion, someone to carry me. On the shoulders of the ocean, on the bare back of the sea, held in her eternal motion, someone to carry me. And this is my friend, Mr. Tattyface, who, for those of you who just joined, the reason he does a second guitar, and because we have an automated camera system here, because it's just me and Jenny in the old school, my clever son invented an automated system for me just before we all locked down about 3 weeks ago, and but I need to focus the cameras myself and do all the kind of stuff, so Mr. Tattyface kind of stands in while I do that, and then he plays a wee bit of guitar, and he's getting quite a fan club. And actually, he's been looking forward to this song because there's a bit before, other than the chorus, which was a bit the whistle player would normally play in my band, but we're just me and Mr. Tattyface here on our own. So we'll teach you how to do that bit as well, and it goes like this. It goes. Da da da. her. The broken rocks, the waves will bleed, wild Atlantic sun. And there she sleeps, and there she roars, and in a moment surging foul becomes. It's a force to steal the sailor's life, wild Atlantic sun. Here we go, of course. On the shoulders of the ocean, on the bayback of the sea, held in her eternal motion, someone to carry me. Whistle it. Da da dee da 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 da. Da da dee da 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 da. Da da dee da 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 da. Harmony. Da dee da 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 da. When first he left the West Loch Road, in gentle calm, the sunset fell. With wondered eyes, he dreamed so still, wild Atlantic sun. On the shoulders of the ocean, on the bayback of the sea, held in her eternal motion, someone to carry me. This is where you sing it on your own. Go. On the Gonna hear you all in Butterstone. One last time. On the shoulders of the ocean, on the bayback of the sea, held in her eternal motion, someone to carry me. 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 Thank you very much. And that was Pabay Mor. Pabay Mor is an island just off the beach up in again. And it's funny because once you go around the north of the island, suddenly you come into the huge Atlantic swell, and it would scare you to death. So we're going to do one more wee song, and this. Now, that wee song I was supposed to. We've got a really good friend who helped us with this, and it's her son's birthday today. And Jonah, this is that was the wee song for you for your birthday, and have a really good one. The wee lad, I think he's 10. I think maybe, I don't know. I don't want to get it wrong, but I think he's around about 10. Anyway, I've got to just change a wee tune in here. So anyway, I'm going to leave you with this again, and thank you very mumuch for tuning in, and I hope you've enjoyed the wee songs, and I've enjoyed you singing along. Mr. Tatty Face has fairly enjoyed it as well, and he's played some fantastic licks tonight, and he's getting quite a wee fan club, actually. There was somebody wrote in just yesterday, I think it was, asking if he was single, and he's gone embarrassed now. But anyway, and at this point of the night, I also like to make a point of remembering everybody and thank all our NHS and care workers, the people who are up at the very sharp end of this crazy situation we're all in, and I'm so grateful to you all for getting out there, and this is the least I can do to try and sort of add a wee bit of something to it all, and not just the NHS workers and the care workers, but the guys that are doing the bins, the people that are doing all the deliveries, the people that are in the shops, and people there's hundreds of people who are getting out there and keeping the wheels going, you know. And also, I was just thinking, I have a wee garden out there, and I feel so lucky that I have a wee garden, but I can't imagine what it must be feel for somebody who's on up in a 4th or 5th floor tenement with 2 or 3 wee kids and that, you know. So this is for you too, guys, because I realise how difficult that must be. And, but just stay cheery and keep singing. And I'll do this. We'll try and see how we go. All eyes are empty, they hide the heavy heart. Who'll fix the broken dream before it falls apart? And all things equal, to whom it may concern, the child will lose the place in time. Hide away, don't hide away. It's just a price we have to pay when nothing seems too clear. It's so close but never near. Hide away, don't hide away. So many foolish things they say from the place we started from. And all things equal, it's useless to ignore the well-known stranger who is waiting at your door. We stand in silence, how could we be here, standing in the shadow light with nothing to appear? Hide away, don't hide away. It's just a price we have to pay when nothing seems too clear. It's so close but never near. Hide away, don't hide away. and all things equal to whom it may concern. The soldier leaves his post, the jury will adjourn, and all faults forgotten, and old fools won't repent, as around their jaded words they loiter with intent. Hide away, don't hide away, it's just the price we have to pay when nothing seems too clear. It's so close but never near. Hide away, don't hide away, so many foolish things they say from the place we start from to resolution. Sing it with me, go on. Hide away, don't hide away, it's just the price we have to pay. Oh, when nothing seems too clear, it's so close but never near. Hide away, don't hide away, so many foolish things they say from the place we started from to resolution. Thank you very much, and that was my song Resolution, and I'm afraid that's it. I've come to the end of our wee half an hour. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for joining me. Thanks to my wee team, to Jenny, who got no thanks the last night, but Jenny, who's pressing the buttons up at the back up there, and to my family who are out in the internet world, they're kind of monitoring what's going on. And I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We're doing this every second night, so I'll see you on Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And so, bye-bye. I hope you're all well, and I hope you're all looking after each other and taking care. And I'll see you on Wednesday. Eich va.